been a long day at work on the markets. Finally, I get to come home and record another episode of the Pink Boys podcast. Alright, well, guess we'll head in. Guys, it's me. Let me in. Guys. Huh. Guess I've got a key, so, Hey? Where is everyone?
Surprise!
Guys! Oh, you shouldn't have. Oh,
That's
man.
right.
You guys.
Yeah, actually,
It's us. It's all four of us and 15 of Moyer's girlfriends.
yeah, all right. Let's start him off easy, then let him down into the
Christmas is
rough
coming
stuff
soon.
there.
They'll be on his lap soon.
So, I'm sure you're all wondering why we're celebrating or why we're congratulating I specifically, because we're not. We're never him specifically. We're congratulating ourselves because it has been officially 1 year since we started the Pink Boys podcast / CryptoCast / whatever you want to call it. So you know what? Before we go any further, I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. Anyone else who's got anything?
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Well done, boys. Well done.
Bows lightly. So
Not proud of you at all.
Not many people are. Not the people that matter, at least. But you know, I think we'll just be open-ended for a little bit here, and then we'll jump into our usual episode stuff. But we should take a second to loop around and pat ourselves on the back a little bit. So I'll just say personally, yeah, I've had a lot of fun with you guys the last year, and that equal amount of fun is counterbalanced by how terribly frustrated and hateful I am with most of you as well. So there's a very healthy, it's like a cauldron. It's like a witch's cauldron, a brew that I drink from in this podcast.
It's like inside you there are two wolves.
Yes.
Nice guy 11 me, twisted fucking psychopath.
I think of more the intro to Powerpuff Girls where he's putting like sugar, spice, and everything. Like that's like this podcast. It's just the autism, infuriating online interactions, and market advice, just all sprinkled together. And it's masochism really for me half the time dealing with it. But it all comes out in the wash, and it's just good fun. So I can remember when we were first doing this. It's okay. It's expected at this point. When we were first doing this, we've come a long way since offline recordings and just not really knowing what we were doing. Maybe just spurting out a random 10-minute episode. I remember one time I got on my laptop and spoke through my laptop mic on a really
I remember that
just janky episode and you'd listen to it and it's just incomprehensible ham radio garbage, and we're like, that was pretty good. That sounded pretty good.
Some fucking deep Pink Boys lore. We actually recorded for like 2 months offline before we went live, just to like get some practicing. And those episodes were so fucking bad. Jesus Christ.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I will say, I think we have a first unreleased episode that I feel is actually good. It's me talking about getting in an accident in my Audi that I used to own. There's a lot. There's a lot of Pink Boys unreleased content out there. So
I think one of them was
ahead.
probably there's this one in particular in which a certain individual from a certain project, a billionaire so to speak, that we once knew closely, he was in the spotlight on the news for some very, very controversial reasons in crypto. And we were basically just like going off the rip, like just making shit worse. Yeah, that guy would have fucked us up if we released that.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the first few episodes we just started talking about all the online people that we knew that no one else would know who they were.
Hold on. If this is a 1 year anniversary of our relationship, who's the woman in the relationship?
Moyer.
Moyer, yeah.
So demanding, always yelling at me.
No. I was
that he's gonna end things if I don't get my act together.
No. I was gonna say he's very motherly.
I am the mother hen of this podcast. You know, it must be cool to
Moyer
just be
spicy Latina girlfriend, not mother hen.
I could be the schizophrenic crazy guy or the druggy Australian or all these things, but no, I can't go off the handle because I have to keep the show in order and move things along.
I'll go out and say, I think Moyer is by far like the strongest like core in the podcast. Without him, this thing crumbles. There was this one time where Moyer was away. Like we were due to record an episode, and I refused to do it without him because I just know if I just did it with Tyson and Adam, the absolute fucking state.
You know, I'll choose to be humble in this instance and say we all need each other in some way. We have a symbiotic relationship. But when it comes to keeping the podcast in order and everything on track, I'm telling you, whoever's listening. You might not like me, but you have no idea how much you need me. You have no idea how much you need me when you're listening to this podcast. If it were just these guys, it wouldn't even. If it were just these guys left up to their own devices, trust me, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it.
Yeah, it's just like 30 minutes of us going like, "Damn, that chart looks bussin'," and it's just providing no further context.
Don't say that. I think they'd like that.
For real.
Me screaming at Tyson.
Do you guys have any other thoughts before I start getting out some awards?
I do. I do.
Okay.
I remember that episode where Moyer was convinced that we gaslit him to thinking there was a secondary sound, like an echo in his room, and he still doesn't believe us today.
You did. That was one of my favorite moments. You were like, the voices. you were really messing.
And you were
with
like,
me.
no, what the fuck, guys? It's not me. I'm like, yeah.
I want to bring to light a moment in one of our very early episodes that was cut out by the instruction of I'm not sure if it was Moyer or whoever it was.
You want to talk about censorship? You're not one to talk.
No, guys,
you're right,
cut
you're
that
right.
out. No, it's too dox-inducing. No.
Yeah. Anyway, so it was I think we were talking about the market or something, and I randomly said, guys, imagine Sergey and Vitalik kissing, and then Adam. Moyer.
That was
Moyer,
me. I got so mad. Oh
Moyer
my God.
fucking lost it.
So I'm gonna pull this up. This is when you say an early episode, you mean very early. That was the episode.
That was very early.
I believe that was the episode called "Sucked Off by a Dog," where, or no, it was Spain. It was Spain. I'm pretty sure because I was really mad at because it was in I's early stages where I just wanted to wring his fucking neck and choke him like a chicken because he pissed me off so much with like the off-brand things he would say. I'm in the middle of talking and making a good point, and I says something along the lines of, "What do you think it's like when Vitalik and Sergey make out? Like, oh, these oracles taste really good," and he does it in that accent.
No, wasn't it the same
and I'm like,
episode
that's
that
it!
Didn't he keep saying like, "I wonder what Sergey's cup size"? Is that the episode?
Yes, he did. That was my Moyer has issues with I arc, so I've had issues with everyone on here, including myself. At some point, I won't reveal until later who it is right now, but I'm sure he could guess.
So Moyer let it all out on me in person, and now we're even.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's definitely a lot. No, we put the podcast to the side when we met in person. You know, that was human to human.
Put the pen to the side.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you never see that meme where it's I may be a loser in real life, but in the online world, you're the loser. And that's what it is with this podcast. So, but I just we could keep talking about old episodes and stuff. I just had a few things to get out of the way real quick. Best attendance record, me. I have not missed a single episode. Some would say I am the Pink Boys podcast, so I has missed episodes just because he gets weird and lazy. Adam is just. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Adam actually.
No, what
Adam
the fuck?
is just a lazy, dumb, druggy Australian who has a
true.
weird sleep schedule and complains when he has to wait. He acts like he is doing us a favor when he gets up before 10 o'clock. He goes, "Oh, I have to be up at 9. Oh my gosh, it means a lot for me to do this." So you know.
You don't get it, cunt. I've got friends, mate.
Yeah, it's fucking social life, fucking loser.
To be fair to Adam, though, Adam is by far the youngest member of the show.
Yeah.
he is a Zoomer, and honestly, good for you. Like, actually, honestly, go live your life. I want you to do that.
Yep.
I'll live for all of you.
Yes, and no, you'll be dead.
that.
But you'll be dead before me. So you'll outlive me. But Tyson has slept through an episode, and I actually has the best excuse. We record really late Eastern time, and the UK is 6 hours or whatever, however many hours ahead. So
five.
Yeah, so usually you're getting on here at midnight, 1 a.m, and sometimes you can't make it work. So you have you know what? I'll let you go on this one, but perfect Pink Boys attendance record, myself, and then another award.
Moyer made up these awards and now is awarding them all to himself.
Just that one. Just that one. I want to say most improved Pink Boy is, again, I wanted to kill him earlier in the production of this show, and I actually have a good real life friend who listens to this, and I would complain about I to him very often. and later on, he became one of the best Pink Boys. Tyson's old reliable. I got ahead of the pack, and Adam is just a decrepit person. So this
doesn't seem like an award ceremony. This seems
smiling,
like
guys. I'm smiling.
Smile through the pain. So yeah,
smile. God.
Those are all the ones I got for now. Pink Boy of the Year. I'd be inclined to give it to me, but I think that should be a vote between the four of us.
Goddamn.
That should be a vote between the four of us, where you can't vote for yourself. So
if we're giving each other awards, then I'm going to give myself the director, the editor, and all of that award stuff, because.
You're right.
All the graphics, the audio, the video, that's all me. So I'm going to
pat
pat myself on the back.
The most based award.
Let me just suck myself off real quick.
The best part about that award is you do all that on time, right? You do it all on time.
Yeah. You never have to follow up and just beg you to release them on time, ever.
Listen, kid. There are powers at play here that you don't understand.
I was thinking about saying something like that myself. That's really funny. All right. Yeah. Tyson, you have any imaginary awards to give anyone or Adam? Because I'm about to talk about some favorite episodes and stuff.
My award, I'm going to award to Tyson for, just being the most, crypto...
Fat?
The most crypto, focused person on the podcast who actually adds obviously not financial advice, but financial advice.
I will say, yeah, when he's not saying things we have to bleep out that are just, you know what? Yeah. I won't even encourage him. But I will say this is supposed to be a market technically minded podcast with crypto focus, and that would not be possible without Tyson. So yes, Tyson, we do appreciate that. So thanks, your chance to respond.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm just grinding out the charts.
Okay, there we go.
Is that it?
Yeah, feels good, guys.
Thank you.
Women love a quiet, mysterious man like Tyson. So that is beautiful. That is beautiful.
You know what? No. I should get the award for fucking most improved in terms of martial arts, because I actually did improve in that fucking Muay Thai training camp. You fucking loser.
Yeah, I've never seen any evidence of that, so I feel like that's fictional in the context of the podcast right now.
I'll tell you what. When I come to New York City and we hang out, if anyone fucks with you in any way, I'm gonna swing for you. All right?
Yeah, are you gonna have a cheesesteak as well?
AKA, you punch me in the face. So we pick a fight with someone, and the guy just looks at us, and then you just punch me in the face.
And then Tyson gets deported.
Yeah,
full
Tyson
Asian style.
gets deported. Yeah, exactly.
You know that bit in Tropic Thunder where Tom Cruise is like, "Hey, you." Punch that guy in the fucking face. Really fucking hard.
No, I don't believe in giving. I don't acknowledge that reward. That's a very unofficial award, because I've never even seen you be able to lift your leg up much past walking distance. So I couldn't imagine you kicking a bag or getting in and out of a chair.
I was in the trenches for fucking 60 days straight. So
no. Moyer, have you played Super Monkey Ball?
Of course.
Good game, right?
Have you played Balloons Tower Defense? fucking
It's-
banger.
Based Blues Tower Defense chat.
I was playing Super Monkey Ball, and I had two of my friends harassing me while I played it to the point where I cried. So that was good.
Really based?
Yeah, on their part, yeah. And then I tried to escape and run to my car, but they jumped in the car with me and kept insulting me until I cried again.
Oh,
So,
can we have them on
What
the
the
podcast
fuck?
instead?
You really got into that.
that's when I think of Super Monkey Ball. I think of them. I'm still friendly with one of them, so
Have you
it is what it
guys,
is.
Been keeping up with my updates recently in the food channel.
Oh yeah, you've been cooking some good stuff in there. You've been cooking some good stuff in
that
there.
T-bone, I'm so proud of. Sorry, I was just thinking about that fucking T-bone. Oh.
Well, it's better than the chicken that Tyson makes. So, 'cause that was
I have to
no.
eat that, you fucking
Well,
idiot.
for
Tyson's
those
chicken
who
looks
don't
good.
know,
Looks good.
we have a dedicated food channel of what we're eating. You know what we're cooking. In with everyone else, and there's some impressive feats of culinary arts there, and some less impressive.
No one
feats.
has acknowledged my steaks that I've posted in there in the past.
You haven't posted anything at all.
You've never.
Yes,
posted
I
any of
have.
them
Look
out.
in there.
the value of your posts have. You're basically the boy who cried wolf. We don't want to look and see what's in your posts from what you've done to us.
The
So-
minute my phone says media posts from AI, I'm like, no, I'm good. Thanks.
yeah, I'm very good.
I'm posting pictures of meat.
I'm not
Yeah.
even the double entendres just wedged into that statement. I'm not even gonna move on it. I'll just let it go. I'll just get us along here quickly a little bit, just to get back on the topic of us, which is the most important topic for now. I'm curious because I think you guys might know mine, and I don't know if you want to list in front of you or you know off the top of your head because I'm looking at them right now. What is your favorite Pink Boys episode, or what do you think encapsulates the Pink Boys the best? Our podcast. So my favorite episode is number 18, Pink Chilling. I think it encapsulates everything this podcast was meant to be. It's funny, but it has actual good market insight. It's quick. Its pace is in there. It's just under an hour. It's about all I'm looking for when it comes. And the thumbnail that I made is hilarious. And Adam's not in the episode, so it's just a phenomenal episode all around. So
It's been a while since I've made a thumbnail. Actually, maybe I'll do this one for the special.
Yeah, maybe that would be good. So that's my favorite one. I encourage you guys to all go back and listen to it. Whoever's listening, it's a classic. So Adam,
one that gives me very fond memories is Tuma, number 11.
That's one of my
Really?
favorites too.
That
yeah.
was like really funny. Like you
Is there like a
discussing
lowest
too.
view episode?
Yeah, it's got 90 views, but it's good. It's really
yeah,
funny.
because it brushed up against the Marin episode getting released, so it kind of fell on the
Yeah.
wayside. But if anyone wants to know, that's the episode where I talk about when I met Sergey in real life, and I met a lot of crazy Link people as well. It's actually an incredibly good. It's one of the best episodes. It just fell way under the radar.
It's
So,
really funny as well.
It is
and I also
funny.
I think that's the also the episode where I mentioned if I saw Sergey in real life, I'd throw a brick at him. So
That's true. That is a big Adam moment right there. 'Cause
Algorithm picked up on that.
we were on a good streak there because episode 8 through the Marin episode, number 13, all of those are really good. Perms on the
Number
dance floor.
15,
I hate
Burger
Australia.
King foot lettuce.
I really fucking hate like episode 1 to maybe like 3, 4, 5 and all that.
I can
Yeah,
barely remember
honestly,
them.
Dude,
I
don't even
can't.
know what the
I can't
fuck-
listen to
Oh,
them.
Groove by
the
CEO.
show-
That was
The
funny.
show wasn't good until fucking the Australian one. Like, I hate Australians.
That's the
Yeah, like, if
first one
I
missed,
could,
right?
I would delete those episodes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you guys don't want to do that.
The past is there. To
But
me,
thank you,
Yeah.
Kings, for sticking with us through those 10 episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just say, to me, the podcast didn't start until Perms on the dance floor. That to me is where everything fell into place and we hit our stride. So I'm a big fan of that episode, number 8.
I just want to real quick. I just want to encourage everyone who's listening to the episode to go over to our Spotify and our Apple Podcast page and Amazon or whatever it is you want to view us on. We're on
And
pretty much
play
every
Raid
platform.
Shadow Legends, our newest sponsor. Sorry.
And rate us Rate us 5 stars, and just rate us as high as you can. Whatever, leave a nice review, because that is good for us on our on those other platforms. Yeah.
Tyson, what's your favorite episode? Go ahead.
With podcasting, the real shit happens on those platforms when those things kick off.
Help us get to 1K views per ep on those platforms.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no one said that or gave that metric. I don't know why you just said that, but thanks, I guess.
Well, yeah. All I'm saying is I'm encouraging everyone to go ahead and listen to us on those platforms.
Thanks, Dad.
Well. At least
if you help us suck off the algo, we'll suck you off in return and give you some good content.
Yeah. And maybe at some point.
Okay, moving on.
Some,
Stop.
Sponsorships.
Stop. No one cares.
Right.
They care about our first year.
Yeah, you're being annoying. Tyson, what's your favorite episode?
Okay.
Favorite episode has to be by far the fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers one.
Which one was that? What happened in that one?
That was the one where I talked about my fucking like weed mental breakdown from the brownie, and me discovering Red Hot Chili Peppers for the first time. That was a really comforting.
Which was the one where you discussing and like hitting someone on the subway?
That was a recent one.
Yeah, that was recent.
Yeah, that was a very
recent one.
one.
That was a few months now.
I think that was Tater's air conditioner, the one that was I can't. Yeah. Mr.
You can't
Tate's
say
air conditioner.
Can't say
it was beating up a homeless autistic guy.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, you're right. I think it was that episode. You're right. Actually, one of my favorite episodes of all time, not my favorite, but 20K Reasons Why is actually a really good episode. People didn't really hit that one up as much, but that's a really great episode.
Is this just a cover for us going to our lower viewed episodes and like, hey guys, you should totally check that out?
Yeah, Pink Hot Chili Peppers was good, and I think that's our longest one besides the one with Marin.
It was comfy. We could have gone for 2 hours for that one.
I love how our most viewed one on YouTube is Louisiana Crawfish Boil.
Yeah.
I think there's something about Louisiana Crawfish Boil that really, I don't know, that really got people going there.
It's also one of the most dislikes.
I didn't know you can dislike stuff. I didn't even know that.
I'm actually really happy that the fucking the one after that got it popped off, the First Love one, because that was the one where I told you guys my first crush was the fucking sun rays in Avatar.
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad there's a lot of people who know that.
That was a decent call.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean a decent call?
Like a hot, fair enough. Like she's hot.
Yeah, the Raisin Girl. Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
Another thing I want us all to pat ourselves on the back for is the fact that like those early episodes up until like into like this year now, we made some really, really fucking good calls in there. So like we literally called Bitcoin at the top and everything beforehand.
That's when we actually cared
had a lot
about
of
crypto.
sweet alpha in there. Like, dude,
we called up PYR as well.
Yeah, dude, remember that, Tyson? Those are the fucking days, dude.
Macro, shitcoins, everything. There was a period where people, our friends, were saying like, oh, if you'd literally just unironically listen to the podcast calls, you'd be up like thousands of %.
Dude, you know what I just remembered? Remember when I said there was this chart like that says Bitcoin was going to go to 10K like right fucking now? That was at like I think 50 or 40K, and from that day onwards, it just like dumped continuously up until like fucking 17K. So I guess it turned out to be right.
Well, thanks for putting us in that timeline, Tyson. I
also
really
in the September, October, November period, we called all the moves and the top and all this and that. Of course, none of us listened to it. We kind of just gave the alpha out.
Speak for yourself.
I will say, Tyson, really early on, you called this. You called what's going on right now in an early episode, and you said it would be on a macro scale too. But like, it's all according to Keikaku for you right now. It's ridiculous. It's very impressive.
Tyson is the Anunnaki.
I don't know about that, but you never know.
If that was the case, then I am astounded.
What's your favorite episode?
None
of them.
No. There are definitely some really good ones in there. I like a lot of them equally. I just have a good time. I enjoy it. It's fun.
You know the one I think you had the most fun was.
What? I fucking hate you so much. Good answer. That's
Yeah, give an answer. You can't do that.
dude.
I don't know. I don't know what you just. Okay, all right. Okay. Fuck it. Let's have a look. The Pink Boys. Okay, so
I finally managed to escape Moyer's wrathful eye.
Yeah, the eye of Moyer Sauron is fixated on eye now.
I don't know. Mongolia schoolchildren, Amber Heard's one, not the Louisiana one. No Our Dreams. I quite like that one.
You do like that one.
I
You do
will
like
say,
that one.
Russian Hour.
I felt like you were the happiest talking when we were talking about the fucking Rush Hour during the Rush Hour episode.
Yeah, no Russian. Yeah, no Russian Hour.
That is a good episode. Shingeki no Rolex before that was good as well.
Was that
So-
the one where
yeah,
Tyson got like, rejected from the Rolex store?
No,
No, when they said they couldn't pay in Bitcoin or something.
Oh
No,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was an even earlier one,
No,
wasn't
it was
it?
Boomer,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Boomer got really annoyed. Like he was.
Yeah. I
drawers on
went to
the
a
floor.
restaurant like looking like complete shit, and I had a Rolex on.
I like the thumbnail for "I Murdered a Chinese Man." That's one of I's greatest works because that's the only episode that's me, I, and Adam, and it's actually a really good episode, and it's just like a short little 30-minute one. So there's some great stuff lodged in here for everyone.
I think
it's really
making those thumbnails. I mean, I stopped making thumbnails quite a few episodes ago now, but like making those thumbnails are like some of the most fun times I've had with this podcast.
Some of them are really fucking funny.
Because it's like I've made
absolutely.
every single one you see there. I've made that like tired out of my mind at like 5 a.m. and my brain is operating at like 3 IQ. So whatever comes into my head, I create that in Photoshop.
Yeah, with us
Looking
harassing you the entire time. Like, get it
Yeah.
done.
I'm just looking back now, and some of these are so retarded.
They are good. The tumor one is ridiculous.
No,
It is
so good.
ridiculous.
It's so good.
My,
I still don't get
yeah.
why the 4th episode is called Spain. Like, did we talk about Spain?
No, pain.
I know why. I know why.
I just
Okay.
randomly. I randomly just screamed into the mic, Spain.
Oh.
Yeah, I told a story about someone who had Tourette's and how he would yell out something randomly. And I don't know if I attributed it to I or not. So then I, following up on that joke, 20 minutes later just goes, Spain, for no reason. And that's him pretending to have Tourette's 20 minutes after we talked about it. And I was like, what? And then I got it. It was pretty funny. That might have been I's turnaround moment or something. So yeah, that was.
Yeah, also
that was just-
pretending to
that
have
was just
Tourette's.
me
Excellent.
activating your sleeper agent protocol.
Yeah, well, it worked.
Blueberry pie.
You ever wondered why those Latinas get to you, Moyer?
Yes, the
No
Latino
coincidence.
attraction sleeper cell is fully on board. Yeah, but no, some of my favorite moments definitely when Tyson had to walk away to throw up. Me talking about when I
Fine
met
to the
Sergey.
One of my favorite
Marin.
moments is me when I was talking with Tyson off camera and he fell asleep mid-conversation. And I talked about it on this podcast and I thought he was having a stroke. And I thought he was
I do
dying
remember that.
on mic.
Yep.
And I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, the Marin talking about friends, that was pretty funny. The best intro out of all of them is when I starts imitating Walter White Breaking Bad, and he's like, Hank, and it's really that. Besides the intro and Pink Chilling are like my favorite intros, but
My favorite
there's just
intro
so many good
is
ones.
you remember the one where like my Latina wife calls me.
Dude, that's my
and you're
favorite
like,
one.
okay, papi, okay.
They're like,
Although
hola,
my
¿qué
base
pasa,
Latina
mami?
trad wife is coming.
Oh my gosh! Well,
We had a good run.
I could keep going on, but before we move on to the normal episode, yep, we're still going. We're gonna have a normal one as well. I just wanted to say, if you guys have shout outs, this is your chance, and I'm sure they might be the same as mine. So I'll just say, on my end, Lawnmower American,
Yeah, that's
obviously.
number one for me. That's number fucking one.
Lawnmower American, the
Zyphos?
first OG. Zyphos is an
yeah.
OG as well.
Yeah,
Zyphos.
he's been
Haha,
hanging
what
out.
a story.
Well, Zyphos
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
a server, isn't he? He's one of us.
I don't know. I haven't seen him around.
Yeah, the guy that we gave the 30 link to, he's still a loyal listener. So big ups to you, Ken, as well.
We bought his viewers.
We bought his loyalty.
we gotta buy some more viewers. No, I'm sure he loves us. And then I have a good friend, Hollywood Co, who has been listening and giving feedback since day one and listened to me bitch about I in the beginning. So thank you, sir.
Dude, also,
you're a good man.
Moral American has to be someone we know. Never reveal yourself. Never.
Yes.
I have my suspicions, but like never reveal yourself.
So do I. I definitely think of a few people.
Cum meter guy. Pepe Pepperson, he's an oldie.
Yeah.
He was the guy. I remember when Pepe Pepperson first made he made a comment like on episode 8 or something, and like it was so like it motivated us so much because like we hadn't had like a comment like that.
Oh, and he said, "Wow, that was pretty good." I don't, it's really funny.
He was saying like, "Oh my god, I am so happy that I found this channel. Like I love this." And
never listened again after that.
I'll read the actual comment. The comment says, "Your pod gives me Cumtown vibes. Appreciate you guys putting this together. Community needs more of this stuff." So,
I didn't know he compared us to that. Whatever. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'd rather have people come in. I like when people come in and they say something along like they're not people who listen usually. They're just one-off listeners. And what is this? This is so stupid. I love those comments. They come in, they have no idea what's going on, and they're mad about it.
That's what happened in the Nephilim one.
Yeah, a lot of confused people came into that. I enjoy. That's what keeps me
4
going.
minutes of opening garbage. No time step for the Nephilim.
See,
get to the bloody topic.
Come on, mate. Yeah. Those comments like that drive me harder than positive comments. So confused people that are here with us now, please keep them coming.
And they
I
just
love
happen
that
to
kind
choose
of stuff.
the episode where Ari goes off the rails talking about like some fucking like Illuminati night skinwalkers fucking grey man shit. And you're like,
Trust me, there's more where that came from, son.
Hey, Halloween episode's coming, man. That kid's gonna be unchained. I'm scared
Can we get
of
like
it.
fucking hammered for that? Can we schedule it at a time where we can all like?
Ooh, I would love to be fucking hammered for that.
And just
Let's
get
go.
Yeah, I guess this is the part where we pretend that you're not high every single time you're fucking. Yeah. I guess we're at that part right now. doesn't deny it.
He's just go straight in.
Is he high or is he Australian? You never know. And then when the two combine, it's on the same level as the Turing test and mental retardation.
The Turing test.
Dude, Adam, if I'm ever in Aussie, we're gonna have to have some gas or some shit, some crazy stuff.
Is that what they do?
I think
yeah.
For the real specials, obviously it's got to be in real life. Like we have one microphone, that's it, and we could do whatever the fuck we want then.
That would be interesting. 4 guys, 1 mic. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the title right there. That's the title.
Hold on. If Adam's going to fucking America for an exchange, and then you're in America, and then Ari goes to NYC regularly, it could actually be possible as well.
A Pink Boys summit is in order, but I'd rather have that when we buy the Pink Boys clout house.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
The Pink House.
It's supposed to be in Thailand.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, don't tell them where it is. There's enough crazy people after us these days. So
Thailand's a very big place. They'll probably just beat up another autistic guy.
One more person. My buddy Andy. He's been listening since day one as well. He's offered his input here and there. He's not a good lad, but he's a lad. I can tell you that right now. So
that's how I describe
appreciate
you,
that. Yeah, that's okay. I'll take that. I'm good enough with that.
I've got some other shout outs and viewers that listen to us, so I'll just go off the list. Okay, so we've got of course all of our friends from our close-knit circle. All of you guys, you know who you are. Shia LaBeouf, thank you very much for the advice that you gave us. Elijah Wood. You're a great inspiration.
I met him in real life actually, but keep going.
Yeah. He came up to you and he's like, "Oh my god, are you Moyer from the Pink Boys podcast?" Right? That's what happened, right?
No, I did meet him at a Comic-Con and I looked great. I looked better than him in our picture. I have a picture with us, so whatever.
Oh, sick.
And Sean Astin, or whatever his name is.
Big thank
Did
you
you give him
to
your
fucking,
autograph?
I got his autograph, yeah. Go ahead, Tyson.
big thank you to fucking Anthony Bourdain to giving us some advice before he popped off.
Well, he just said, "I hate my fans. I hate being famous." Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Shout out to George Bush. One of our early episodes was filmed on 9/11.
Yep. And Barack
yeah,
Obama.
It was.
We didn't release that one though. We did.
We did. I just cut out the 9/11 bit because I thought that was too edgy. But I should have.
I guess you should throw it in there somewhere. Thank you, thank you, Marin, for hanging out with us before as well. So that was nice of her to come by for an episode. So maybe she'll come back someday. I'm sure we made a great impression. So.
Oh yeah, and our friend Rain for coming on that one time as well.
Oh yeah, of course, Rain as well.
He did. That was a great episode. He came. That was like when Adam said he couldn't make it, so we'd be like, oh, we got to get someone to fill in for him. Now it's like, oh no, Adam, that's great. We got another episode.
I'm waiting for the day, Moyer. I'm going to spike your drink.
Shout out to Travis
Jeffrey
Scott
Dahmer
for
you.
providing us with conversation about his concert.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rihanna. You getting beaten up by Chris Brown signified the shift in pop music.
With this character's...
they gave us some topics to discuss.
With this character's death, the timeline's been severed.
It's good. I like that. So, all right, guys. I'll say it because I am both the mother hen and the father of this show. I'm very proud of you guys. Keep up the good work. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'm proud of most of you. So.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. So, without further ado, I guess we'll jump into what we do best, right? I mean, this is the Pink Boys podcast, and we've patted ourselves on the back enough, so we can roll right through it and talk about the markets a little bit.
This has to be like a fucking one of our records. It's been 37 minutes that we haven't talked about crypto yet.
Hey, if there's one time to do it, it'd be on the 1 year anniversary, but it's the greatest opener of all time. It really is the greatest opener of all time. And whoever didn't listen to it probably just read the timestamps and went right to where we talk about some financial stuff. So here we are talking about financial stuff.
That's all right. So, we'll just put the crypto thing. We'll mislead them, clickbait them. That's crypto in the intro.
That's true. I guess listening to our podcast is akin to just falling into a bear trap or something. I don't know. You're just trapped once you step into it, and you have nowhere else to go.
Once you go pink, you never
go black. Let's go.
2 in the pink, 1 in the sink, right?
Yeah, great job, guys.
Once you go pink, you grab your dink.
Once you go pink, really makes you think.
There you
go. We got there. Eventually. So, hey, bail us out, Tyson. What do you got to say about the markets lately? Do what you do best, all right?
So, I think we are pretty good, actually. I think we could bounce here.
What? To what?
Nah.
Dead Caterino?
I don't know. I keep getting
guys?
I keep getting vibes that we're gonna pump at least to fucking maybe, because the way that we've consolidated for all this time, I feel like we might get a bounce to 25K. I feel
that's nothing.
At least maybe 23. But I think if it breaks 23 and breaks this trend line, we can probably see like maybe a bear market rally till like 25 to maybe 26, around there.
Why can't you say something like 37?
Actually, no, 26 is that seems. But there's 26 is the most I'd go.
Yeah, because like this is an area of value, and people are buying here, but I guess not all of them are buying. If it ever does get down to like fucking 16 or 15K, that's where I think a lot of people would be buying. But the fact that a lot of people want to buy there, it makes me think maybe they're going to get front run. So, yeah.
That's what I'm waiting for. I'm hanging out for that 14, 15K. That's where I think
that's never happening. That's never happening.
Did you hear about the CEO, the chairman of Alameda? No, Alameda, venture capitalist or fudge fund.
Run by your mom.
Isn't that SBF? Isn't that
yeah.
Fucking what is his name? Sam Friedman Hyde or whatever.
That girl that looks
Sam
like
Ari's mom.
she.
Sorry.
So someone's popular. Fucking.
Not me.
Fucking loser. Probably just got some dumb notification that's not even a text message. Fucking loser.
Yeah. Fuck
Your
Adam.
phone.
Twat.
Fat ass. Go ahead.
Damn.
Go ahead. Go ahead,
This is
Adam.
all just breaking apart. She was in an interview. She was asked how they view or what their take is on technical analysis, and she said that they don't really consider it in the grand scheme of things, but they do tend to look at it to get an idea of what retail is doing, and so as to imply that they inversely manipulate the market against that, if that makes sense. So the whole meme about like stuff being painted on the charts, and then they're only for it to get fucked by funds or whatever because they see the same shit. Yeah, kind of holds true, but I think you can actually kind of call that stuff as well. To be honest,
You can. If I can give some more context on that. So
go for it, Mr. Tyson.
So these funds and these market movers, they operate on which area has like the greatest, or which move would give the greatest liquidity, right? And right now, the area with the greatest liquidity, it's areas where obvious TA is like really obvious, because at this point, I'm sure everyone in the market knows what a fucking trend line is, right? So they have to find a level that a newbie who is somewhat well enough learn enough on TA would think would be a level that price would react to, and then they would do the inverse of that. So, for example, if the price is nearly going to break out of a trend line, and their normie TA says, if it breaks out, if it does like the double tap and then breaks out, that's where you should long it. That's where these funds would try and manipulate the market there. So the way you counteract this is that you account for the bear trap or the bull trap. You always assume that there's going to be a liquidity grab. So, for example, if there's a wick that goes down to like, for example, 18.4 on the previous low, you should always assume that wick is going to get taken out for liquidity. So if the price is at 18.6 and the last wick is at like the local bottom low is at like 18.4, you should assume that the stops get run. It goes down to like 18.3 or some shit, and then the real move reveals itself, because they do need liquidity for that. So it's not
real
that it's
move.
not
The pattern revealed.
It's not that TA in itself is fake, because essentially TA is just like where people think like zones of area and demand is, but like where like a normie who isn't deep on TA would believe it is, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. You just think, well, what would a retard do? And then
Exactly.
don't do it, and wait, and then do what a retard wouldn't do. It's the double inverse retard play. And I like what I'm hearing. I really like what I'm hearing.
I also wanted to add that I think market structure plays into this quite a bit as well. So the kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like the skill
sex
ceiling
that you have with men.
Tons of that.
The gays.
The skill ceiling in a bull market is, I mean, this goes without saying. It's way lower. But in bear markets where you tend to see a lot more
Talent trading.
Yeah, talent. That's the right way. I was gonna say fuckery, but that wouldn't be the right way to put
Raw
it.
charisma?
Yeah, it's talent.
Raw, pure unadulterated sex.
Is that from something, that line there?
No,
or
I
you're
was just going.
I was joking that Tyson's like a Elder Scrolls character that upped his luck meter or something like that. His charisma or something. I don't know.
You have committed sins against Skyrim and her people. What say you and your defense?
Pay the fine.
Did you see that that meme with the anime girl?
There's a lot of memes like that.
Well, there's a meme of the person saying that to an anime character, and then she goes, duh, like she acts like she doesn't know what she did. It's really funny. I'll post it when we're done. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I thought you guys were cool. I thought you guys would know what that was.
I
just completely
my
derailed
favorite
it.
waifu is Fubuki, and it always will be. I am a believer of monogamy, and that applies to the 2D world as well.
That's interesting.
Speaking of waifus, I watched Modern Family.
Are we really doing
recently.
this?
All right, let's pump the brakes on that for a second, Tyson. Especially
And
since
Sofia Vergara is fucking hot, so that's my waifu.
All right, dude, these are the 10-year-old talking points. Let's just stay on target for a moment before we get there.
All right.
I just come on. Okay, let's stay focused for half a second here. What I'm seeing.
Give me a second, and I'll come back with a take on SPX. All right.
Okay, I'll give you one quick moment. Yeah, cook something in the lab there. I wanted to point out real quick. Actually, you know what, Adam? Do you have anything to say about the markets right now, or you're still relaxing? You're not in trading view. You're cooking T-bones.
Yeah, I've been saying, like, I'm in a holding pattern. I'm a believer in Dawn Song. I don't need to go into that again. And
What? You're still in Rose?
Yeah.
He's still in Vader. I don't know.
I have like $16 in Vader because it's
gone down since last time. Yeah, 17 to 16.
Yeah.
Where did we go wrong?
No, I don't know. I think actually Rose is a good project, and instead of because I'm not as smart as Tyson. I know that I can't read the charts like he can. So to like retard proof myself, I'm just holding and gonna wait for the next bull. I can afford to wait.
Yeah, you are waiting for the next bull, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Honestly, if that's your move, you might want to start buying some Rose when it's down here, though, because the thing
DCA down.
The thing I've noticed, right, is that in a bull market, nearly every project will 10x. But the thing is, though, it 10x'd from like a 99.9% dump. So yeah, you want to like bring your average price of entry down as much as possible.
I mean, last time we spoke,
idea. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, last time we were talking, Rose was at 5 cents. Now it's at 6 cents. So, or was it already at 6 cents? Because you made the joke about the 6th cents. Yeah. Okay. So maybe it hasn't moved around too much. But all I'm saying is I'm still hanging out waiting for 16, 15K Bitcoin. It's definitely coming. It's just a matter of when. I mean, once it dips below this 19K, we'll be in more trouble. So we're on our way to 15 or 16K. Then I'll say that the bottom is in. Then I'll say that the bottom is in.
So I've got a take on SPX, if you guys want to hear it.
All right.
So right now SPX is at 36.69. It's consolidating right at the range. I mean, the swing low from around June this year. And I think.
Do I sell my RSR and buy Rose instead?
No, hold on to
RSR. You have RSR?
What the? That's an old one. Damn.
Oldie but a goodie.
Did you guys know that RSR is like showing some real strength in this like mini relief period?
Is it actually?
Yeah, like it's pumped off like it's pumped off like I think
it's nearly back to 1 cent. Yeah.
No, but it was crabbing at like 0.5% for ages, and then it fucking like nearly 2x'd. So yeah, it like any alts in this like fucking shit show of a market that we have right now that shows strength. Those are the coins that are going to display like some real strength once the next bull cycle comes back on.
What about?
So I'm going to stock up on some.
Do I hold on to Xaver?
I don't know what Xaver's at right now.
It's at 35 cents.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I got Premia. I'm stocked back up in that. So let's take that one. Let's get going on that one. All right.
But anyway, hold on. So we're at 36.69 for SPX or ES, whatever you guys want to call it. We're consolidating a little bit. The Stoke looks pretty good. We've already taken out the liquidity from the June swing low, so I think we could pump back to 38.50, and that would correlate with a Bitcoin pump to about 25-ish K. So I think that would be a catalyst for the entire crypto market to give us some relief.
Yeah, that would be nice. It would trickle down in that way for sure, and that would definitely be helpful.
And if it starts to dump, if it hits 25K, then starts to dump back down to like 19K, that's when you're gonna get your 16 or 15K Bitcoin, Moyer.
Which is what I'm looking for, and you'll get your $20 Solana, and then we'll all be happy. Right?
Solana.
What is Solana
baby.
at right now? Yeah, it's at 33. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. That's not bad at all. Go ahead.
I have two things. I made a correct call about SPX a few episodes ago, and I think that if it now that it's breaking the weekly low, I think we dump down to like between 3227 to 3360 ish, and then if we break that area, then we get a COVID like crash. To,
okay.
To like between
COVID 2. Oh yeah.
Between 2260 to 2130. The other thing I wanted to say was that I think where is it? Doge is not a terrible indicator of what the
No, it's a
market's gonna
great
do.
indicator. It's a proven market indicator. Go ahead.
On the weekly, it's in forgotten what the correct term is, but it's like it's one of those fucking triangles, and it would usually suggest a breakdown. Obviously, it could break up and down or whatever, but I think this is probably going to break down, and that is probably going to signify a market-wide dump before any other token does. Because this is way closer to its apex than anything else. So I'd say watch out. I'd say watch out for that, like the Doge weekly on that. If that breaks down, then I think that would signify like the rest. Not that Doge controls the market. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's correlated with the state of it. And I think if that does break down, to like, let me see what this would be like. So it'd be like a lot. Wherever Doge breaks down to, I don't think that's a terrible buy, to be honest. It's just become one of those.
Just another coin.
It's a legacy coin, but unlike other legacy coins, it's actually still got hype. Almost as much hype as
Shiba.
Bitcoin and ETH.
Let's go.
Not Shiba.
What about
Bros.
call a hunter's dream? Okay, that's dumped a lot.
Also, the Litecoin's halvening us soon, and I think that could be good.
Soon, TM.
Yeah.
Well, I want to add some levity into this conversation. If we're done talking about the markets, are we done talking about the markets?
Not quite. I had something else to say. I didn't know if you had something to say about that. I was just going to comment something that Tyson said. Who just yawned?
That's not me. That wasn't me. That wasn't fucking me.
I swear to God, I'm going to fucking kill the next person who yawned.
That wasn't me.
That was not me. That was Ari.
What?
That was yeah.
It's
hold on a second. All right. Are you using a soundboard to make a yawning noise, or are you yawning?
I actually yawned, but it's on, dude. It's past 1 a.m. It's past 1 a.m., mate. Let it go. I have an excuse.
I thought I was getting psyoped again. I really thought I was getting psyoped again.
It's
Oh, you should totally do that. Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
I was like, damn, they got me real good. It's like, no, he's actually just yawning. So,
no, that I only yawned once. So I don't know who it was before that.
I've heard it.
Okay, that was not me. That was not me.
That was Tyson. That was Tyson.
That was not me.
Someone's doing the yawning, and all I'm saying is we'll see each other in real life soon, and I'll find out who it is, and they won't be happy.
It's not me.
I have the spirit of the queen on my side, so
I'm the fastest pink boy, so I could do whatever I wanted to you guys, and then run away, and you couldn't catch me.
I'm the fastest one.
All right, well, we'll have to have a pink boy sprint then.
Race.
We'll have to get a pink boy sprint. Before Adam has to talk about whatever he needs to talk about, I just wanted to say...
You're going to like this. You're going to like this, Moyer. You're going to like this.
Okay. All right. Before we get there, I saw Tyson had it written down. I just want to know what you guys think, if you know anything about it at all, about the dollar overtaking everything. It's becoming
I'm going to US, dude, and I'm saving money in Australia. I want to die.
Oh, that is pretty bad. That is pretty bad. So I didn't know that we were already passing the euro. I thought we had already passed the pound. We're on our way to passing the pound, which is amazing, especially since I'm going over there in a month. Oh, you fucking You fucking toasty egg, whatever you bean toast fucking pricks. You guys are done.
Beans on toast is an S+ tier breakfast.
Well, there's that meme where I've said it before in the show where it's British people still eat like the war is going on.
Yeah.
Beans on toast. Beans on toast with some sharp British cheddar is amazing.
All right, I'll have to try that when I'm over there. But all I know is I'm about to take my big fat American bucks over to Europe in a month, and I can't wait to drop it on your guys' fucking faces. It's amazing. So, do you guys know why? I saw a chart that showed the dollar's increase relative to other currencies, and it is blowing them out of the water. And again, it's why Biden's the best president, you know?
Oh,
so just more awesome.
Yeah.
Wait, no, did you see that video of him?
The inflation has only gone up a little bit.
Have you seen that video of him who's like looking for
more jobs?
A dead congressperson in like a room?
That's great. He's ripping on this dead congressperson. That's funny. It's Joe Biden at it again. Doing
come on,
I didn't yawn. That was Tyson. That was not me.
What?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it, so I've blocked it out now.
You're having like schizo.
I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I refuse to go down for someone else's crimes.
It's because you're smoking weed.
All I'm saying is inflation's on its way down. The dollar is taking over the world. There aren't enough jobs to go around in America. We have an incredible job market. It doesn't take more than $50 to fill up my tank. Living in America is pretty good right now. Living in America is pretty good.
You know why it's happening, right?
Why is it happening?
Well, part of it is because Europe is going through like an energy crisis at the moment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that you guys orchestrated.
Oh, no.
Oh, you think the Americans orchestrated it? Oh no, there's someone else who orchestrated all of this. And we all let's say his name together.
No,
Vladimir Putin.
Listen, son, you poked the hornet's nest. The spirit of Evropa has woken up.
Yeah, because the whole of Europe
on the American
of Thule.
because fucking NATO has Europe by the nuts. Like Europe is only allowed to get energy from fucking non-Russian or non-Chinese sources, and that leaves only America. So is it really surprised like why the pound and all the other currencies are falling? Probably not.
So your argument is that America is an incredibly powerful country and we should be even more proud of ourselves. That's great. I love it.
Yeah.
This is American exceptionalism. So
smug bastard. I'm
not against it. It's pretty good price action.
Andy got the queen killed. Andy got abortion outlawed. What can this guy do? What can't Biden do? I want to know. Biden does what Trump don't. That's what I'm saying. That's my motto going into
what can't Biden do? Raise a son properly.
That's true. You can't win them all, though. But then again, Hunter Biden does ball out of control, so maybe he raised him just the right way.
He just fucking sends it. Hunter Biden doesn't give a fuck.
He does. I can't send it like that. The video of him measuring the crack, the woman getting the weight wrong. He said, "You're wrong, you dumb bitch. It's 19 ounces." And you can just see him like sauntering over the scale, like knocking pieces around. And even then, that dumb bitch couldn't get it right on the scale. Oh my gosh. She needed the pro Hunter Biden to come in, and she was probably trying to skim some off the top or something. You don't sneak them by him. You don't sneak them by him.
Okay, talking of cracked out bitches, what I wanted to talk about was...
what do you expect when you name your fucking son Hunter?
Shut up. Ari, shut up. I'm about to blow all your minds. And you guys are all keynote intellectuals, and I'm bringing us around to...
He's softening us up. He's softening us up. Go ahead, Adam. You earned it. Go ahead.
Thoughts and feelings about Blonde, where Anna de Armas is Marilyn Monroe, out now on streaming services near you.
So I heard there were nude scenes, and I couldn't find
some people. I saw some people seething about that movie, but I don't know why. Like, is it?
Because it's like it kind of portrays like violent sexual assault, like full Harvey Weinstein-esque. You know, like
So
okay, I'm in.
Does she show her vagina or just her breasts?
Just the boobies.
Okay. All right. Well, a lot of people were angry because she's Cuban and Marilyn Monroe is obviously American, so people had trouble with her playing that part, especially since she has a Cuban accent. You know,
yeah, but she's so hot.
Yeah, no.
She's definitely
hot enough where it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you saw it, Adam? Was it good? Or?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I watched it. It's there's like some like pretty graphic scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Not like just and okay. I'm not gonna go full pervert, but like let's let's just say I want to hear get a report card from all of you when you're done.
Did you jerk your little pickle to it?
That's no comment.
Can someone find the nude scenes for me so I can take a look?
Just go on a special weaving forum on the TV and film board. There should be on there.
On what board is that, Adam? Sorry.
On the TV and film. Yeah.
Oh, okay. A certain message board that's called that. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. I might go and take a look, but I don't watch movies because movies are for losers. So
I still can't believe that.
What? I don't know how you guys let Moyer. I don't know why you guys let Moyer get away with this shit. He's just everything is for fucking losers with him.
Hold on.
Moyer has like the most oddly specific justifications to have like the most mildly controversial opinions, and it's always something ridiculous and unreasonable, and then like he forms his entire personality around that opinion. And it's like everyone just kind of lets it just pass on by.
If you guys want to hear some ridiculous shit, I heard Moyer say, people that do cardio can BTFO people that lift weights anytime. Like, dude, come
absolutely.
on. You're going to get fucking pummeled to a fucking pulp by someone that lifts weights.
But his reasoning for that is because like one of the guys at Planet's Fitness or whatever, he works for AT&T. And like that's why he doesn't like them because they're fucking.
You completely misunderstood.
He's like, all weightlifters work at AT&T and they're fucking losers. Like, what kind of?
Yeah, because I
hope Arnold Schwarzenegger turns up at your door and he's like, "What the fuck did you say about me?"
So that whole AT&T comment I got from a friend that I took in my I took it and I thought, how can I make this more annoying for people? I put it through the Moyer processing unit. So basically my problem is that cardio is actual effort. Being able to run far takes actual effort. Standing in one spot and lifting weights and doing nothing and grunting in front of another. That doesn't take. That doesn't take actual effort.
Chill there.
Yes,
you're not lifting enough. You retard.
Yeah, but also if you cardio until failure, you literally die. If you lift till failure, you don't die. So what's more bad?
Exactly. So that means cardio is harder.
No. If you lift till like beyond failure, then like your muscles fucking rip. But
no, because then if you lift stuff that's too heavy for you, you're dropping it on the ground, you're grunting like a fucking idiot, and if you can't handle what you're lifting and you're slamming it on the ground and you could barely get it up, you're not doing it properly. You're just
I will say
the fucking Chad Slammer versus the quiet treadmill runner.
I will say, Moyer, that I will agree that just absolute size and nothing else is kind of stupid. Like,
it is.
From like a beauty standpoint or even from an evolutionary standpoint, you want to be toned and leaned and you want to have good cardio as well. But like, unironically, in like Reddit lifting culture, it's like they're just like fat. Like they have muscle on them, but they're just fat. And they're like flexing their like...
That's what I see at the gym. I see fat people lifting weights,
dude,
thinking that they're getting a workout.
You don't have a good sample size, you idiot.
I've been in gyms where I've paid 6 times as much. Very posh gyms where it's the same shit. It's all the same thing. It's just fat people lifting weights, thinking they're getting a workout because they're too scared to go cardio because they can't run for more than a quarter mile. And these guys, and this is what I said that was really getting to was these guys sit there, they don't get into shape, they just get jacked for what? To go to their job at the T-Mobile store? Like, no. They're fucking losers. They're not. It's stupid.
You have more muscle mass.
You couldn't deadlift.
The more muscle mass you have.
See, that's how they talk. Oh, you couldn't do. Anyway, you're just stand there and stand up. With a weight, go ahead.
The more pure muscle mass you have, the higher or the lower your basal metabolic rate, and that
it doesn't even know the science, guys. Doesn't even know the science.
What?
Show me the science.
Yeah.
That along with blah blah blah, it does help with losing weight and stuff. Like obviously cardio. The other thing is, if you're like fat, you can't actually just do cardio and just like fucking sweat it all off because you have flabby skin.
That's not true.
No, it is.
Not true.
You have to
That's
steadily
not true.
lose the weight. You do.
Mhm.
You can sweat it all off.
No, not for everyone. I mean, it depends on how fat you are, but no, you do want to do it at a certain rate. You can't just sweat it all off. You have to do it steadily.
Well, speak for yourself. But I know people who sweat it all off, and they were pretty fat. So
It's so funny with
They
people.
probably just did it normally.
People that I know in real life that know I'm a targeted contrarian. When I start saying things to kind of get people going,
Yes,
they'll be like,
you are.
he's just being Kid Moyer, and they let it go. But when I catch the people who don't know any better, it feels I got him in my grasp. It feels so
honestly,
good.
At this point, I just
You're
try
an
to.
it
evil
feels
man.
so
That's
good.
what you are. You're an evil man.
And I'm not manipulative. I think 50 to 60. I think 60 to 70% of me is actually serious about what I'm saying, but there is that playfulness in there that kind of keeps me going. So it's just it's
you know
great.
what you're doing with the
Life
bait.
is
I'll tell
good.
you, I'll give you that. If you're a fisherman,
yeah.
You'd be catching sharks and shit.
Yeah, I do it with this. I do it with camping. People who camp. I do it with the movies. I got a little bag.
Let's hear the camping opinion. Go on.
No, I'll let it go. All I know is that I got a little bag of tricks. My favorite one, the best one, I get everyone on this if they know what show it is. When I say Always Sunny in Philadelphia hasn't been funny since season 3, and I haven't watched anything after that, that gets people going so good. Be like, you didn't see it. I just say comedies aren't funny past season 3, or just funny movies aren't good, and you're a loser if you watch funny movies. Dude,
I've
it
said
feels so
this
good to
before.
be
I've
I
said
feel
this
like only
before.
fucking like Redditors would get upset at that opinion though. Like
I've
like
gotten
one time
people.
I said fucking Step Brothers was like soul draining and not funny at all, and like some people in the room just like, what do you mean you don't like Step Brothers? It's like the best comedy in the world or some shit. And I'm like, bruh.
I just wanted to say, I've said this before, but of the 4 of us, the one most likely to be a stand-up comedian is Moyer.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
They never know it. They never know it because I gotta
In fact, I
concentrate
think you
on
were
hosting.
one in a past life.
No, maybe
Nah.
unintentionally in front of groups of people.
This
but-
would be the perfect day if we all met up in NYC. We go out to fucking Equinox, like the fancy gym. Then we go top it off with a night at stand-up comedy.
that's the laugh cellar or whatever it's called.
That's my other thing.
the
I hate
barcade.
comedy. Yeah, I hate stand-up shows. So yeah, that's another thing I got going for me. So I got a bag of tricks, and I'm not afraid to use them.
Like,
So
imagine
that's our
sitting down in a room with a bunch of other people just to laugh at one man.
Yeah, guys, it's actually no like modern stand-up comedy is so bad. Like I went to a fucking comedy club like a couple years back, and the guy that does the tickets, he actually one of my friends from high school, so he sat me up right at the front, and these fucking like low-level comedians would get so fucking pissed off if you just sit there and just like not laugh at their jokes. They're like call you out. They're like, oh, look at this guy, what happened to you, man? You're not laughing at a single joke.
See, that's just because comedians are deep down unfunny people.
In a moment like that, what you do is
do you guys know Tim Dillon? He's really funny.
Yeah, I listened to him on Joe
Adam
Rogan
interrupts
recently.
I specifically. It's really funny. Wait, is it Tim Dillon, the Babylon Bee guy, or no? Is that not that
I think
guy?
so. He's big
like-
into like schizo shit.
Yeah, the big schizo comedian. He's like, you read 15 books on the shapes of skulls because of girls won't fuck you, like that type of shit.
Okay. That's kind of
Yeah.
funny. I wonder who he's talking about with that joke.
Ari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely
Yeah.
not. Definitely not. How did we get on this topic? Does anyone remember? Sorry,
forgot
we're
what I
flying
was
kind of
gonna
loose here. It's our celebration episode. What were you going to say,
Fuck, what was it?
Where is your God now, Mr. Commenter from 2 episodes ago? Where is your God now?
No, it's because I got interrupted by a fucking Australian. What was I was talking about? Tyson said that. Oh yeah, so Tyson, yeah. In that moment when a guy says some shit like that and calls you out, you get up and like you stick your chest out and then put a dead serious face and say, "Oh, I don't know, maybe because like I have fucking cancer. How about that, you fucking prick?" say some shit like that.
Yeah, and because comedians are deeply unfunny people, he probably wouldn't joke about it. He'd probably, whoa, man, sorry, because they all have their line. They try and be the kind of people who are pushing the boundaries, and I think to myself, you just make one joke about Jewish people, and they go, well, do you ever see that clip where a guy makes a very, very, and I just control yourselves,
That's
guys.
my favorite.
No, not
Oh,
the
we
Laugh
control
Factory.
ourselves. We control ourselves. Okay.
Yeah. No, I am allowed to say this. Just I'm going to say someone made a very light joke about, and this is a common trope about Jewish people in Hollywood, and the comedian, someone in the audience lightly hinted at it, and the comedian's like, what is that anti-Semitic shit? Like, don't say that. That's not fucking funny.
Yeah.
The comedian, that to me is comedians. They want to talk about what they want to talk about that they think is in their parameters, but they can't handle anything out of that because they're actual serious, unfunny people that are trying to be funny. That's why I hate
my
stand-up
favorite
comedy.
comedian moment is John Kramer at the Laugh Factory.
You said it twice.
You know what's also annoying? Like when you hang out with like comedians or quote unquote funny people like off the stage, they're like fucking weird. Like when you try to like
some seem funnier than others. Definitely some like
when you
their
ask them to turn up or like or fucking like just have a good time.
Turn up.
You're like, dude, it's my fucking job. I don't want to fucking work right now or some shit, you know? You get that?
No,
you know what it is,
I don't know
man.
that one. Go ahead.
You know what it is? Comedians are like those guys. I know we've all been to school, right? So some of us.
Okay.
Not Adam, he's still in high school.
I'm still in preschool.
No, anyway, yeah. So you remember all back in school? There's always that one kid. He's not funny. He's just like that normal kid. I don't
That was
really.
you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I was worse. Anyway.
You're the gay
Yeah.
kid.
He says a funny thing once, and he's like all confident and all that, and then he says the same joke for the next year or so, like just recycling. It's like, hey, dude, remember that one time when I made that farting noise? And I'll keep doing it like he's now that like he thinks he's the class clown now, and people kind of like that, and he's kind of.
Is that
never
comedians
stops.
to you? Is that what a comedian is to you?
Yeah, more or less, because it's like canned humor. You can't script and put that shit in a little container. You have to just do it in the moment. You don't even do it. It just comes out. People are just funny or they're not.
Yeah. That's
I
fair.
can't imagine someone sitting down at a desk and like writing jokes. You can write funny literature. That's good. Like, but that's not the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what grinds my gears? It's like when fucking Joe Rogan and like his buddies, they say, yeah, man, comedy is like an art form. Just got to grind it out and just make like a killer set. Like, that shit.
A killer
Is that what
60,
they say?
a killer 90 minutes. You need a killer 90 minutes.
Yeah, Joe Rogan says on his guest,
he
like,
says all that,
yeah,
but like,
dude, he came on stage, he killed for like, he murdered that audience, dude.
see, here's the thing though with him, like Joe Rogan, I actually like Joe Rogan. I don't think he's like funny, but I like him. But the thing is, the funniest guy he's ever had on his podcast is fucking Alex Jones, and he's not even a fucking comedian. He's just like a guy. He's just a guy that just says shit, and he's funny, right? That says a lot to you, does it not?
The aliens, Joe.
He doesn't script the shit he says. He's just like, all right, Joe, so there's like this intergalactic invasion going on, and there's like 12 dimensions. All the scientists are coming down and they're saying it. So like, yeah.
If he had a British accent, he'd be you.
They're boiling babies off.
That's just you with a Texas
yourself in
accent. Yeah, that's just. Well, my issue is just they by nature have to be disingenuous. If you talk to a comedy type person when they're not performing, the way they act is demeaning towards others because they need to control the situation, and they think that what they can say will be able to bring out the humor, and they can only do that by demeaning others around them because they're like playthings to them. They're just disingenuous people. And if they do something, it's like, well, I'm a comedian, so I can just say this or do that. And they have this veneer where they think it's their defense because they're just disingenuous people all around. I hate comedians. I really do.
I do think some people can actually like do it, but it's because they actually do it like it's in an art form. And I fucking hate to bring up this name, and like I know it's so fucking cliche and everything, but I think Sam Hyde is actually like pretty good at that. I like in terms of like traditional stand-up comedians. I quite like Chris Rock. I don't know why he sticks out, but I think he's funny.
Dude, my favorite is fucking Cat Williams. I love that shit. He just like talks about smoking crack and shit.
No, some of them are actually funny, but it's not because they like script it. It's because like they're just funny in general and they just talk normally. Does that make sense?
I think Kevin Hart is a naturally funny guy.
Kevin Hart as well. He's good.
He's good. I can't do anything about that. All right.
But that's because he's just funny on his own.
Do you guys have a specific comedian that you guys hate the most?
I mean, I hate that guy that died, George Carlin. Fucking hate that guy. I'm glad he's dead. So
yeah, he wasn't really funny.
I like Louis. I don't hate Louis.
Patton Oswalt so much it's unreal, dude.
He killed his wife. You know that?
He absolutely killed his wife. He's a fucking he's such a loser.
He's barely a comedian, but okay, that's fair enough. But like, I don't know, comedians are just like 1 second they have a serious face, and 1 second they don't, and it's just supposed to be funny that they do that, but it's just disingenuous. I don't know. Do you hate any of them, or do you have one that you hate?
Oh, dude, I fucking hate. When I went to America, I was unwittingly exposed to this on my hotel TV, but fucking those Saturday night shit, the Saturday Night Live shit you guys watch. Oh god, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Those guys are just
the worst one comes from you guys.
It's...
Sorry, it's fucking James Corden. That guy's such a twat.
The Late Show.
Okay, I'll carve out one thing. The only good Late Show I've ever watched, and I don't watch Late Show. No, you must have been hanging out with some serious fucking losers, because I would never hang out with anyone who watches that show.
No. I wasn't watching it with anyone. It just kind of it was on the TV, and I was like, people watch this.
I don't know if he was Irish or Scottish or what, but it was Craig Ferguson, I think his name was, had a late night show.
But it's more of like
John Oliver and James Corden. I fucking hate those guys. They're rejects. British rejects is what they are.
British, like Piers Morgan.
No, Piers isn't a comedian, but I think he can be funny at times on his own.
I'm just talking about British rejects, but I got you.
Yeah, no, in a way you are right about Piers being a reject like that as well, though.
Yeah.
That being said, he's not a complete reject like John Oliver and James Corden. Like he's on like Good Morning Britain and all that.
The thing I don't understand is
James Corden, John Oliver, they're just why
wouldn't they give that
wankers?
Why wouldn't they give that Late Show role to like someone like Jeremy Clarkson? I feel like
Jeremy Clarkson is
Cars.
Hilarious.
Wasn't he canceled?
He's a British hero. No, so basically, he
punched his producer, which is base.
He punched his producer in the face over a sandwich. And they basically soft, like they had too much of a pussy to fire him. So what the guy did was he just like didn't renew his contract, and then all of his his fellow producers or his best mates, Richard Hammond and James May, they weren't even fired or anything, but they just like left on their own accord to go off with Jeremy, and then they go and get like a multi-billion-dollar deal with Amazon and make something 10 times better.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then the Top Gear in Britain is now like it's got
isn't it a bunch of black people and women?
No. Well,
you're thinking of America in general.
No, the black guy on British Top Gear, on the new British Top Gear, is like the best presenter there. He's a former reviewer from like Autocar, which is actually like a really cool like a long running British car reviewing magazine. So he's actually like the best guy there. But the other guys, they got the fucking I forgot what his name was, but the guy from
Chris
Friends
Evans.
is like how you
Matt LeBlanc. Is it?
Yeah, Matt LeBlanc, and they've got Chris Evans on there.
He's on Top Gear?
He was a previous host. He was there for like one season, then he dipped out because everyone hated him.
Yeah, him and like fucking Chris. Oh, it's so bad. The only good guy there is that guy from Autocard. Like, he has his own YouTube thing anyway. So it's like, why the fuck? But yeah, that was the best move they ever made is to move to Amazon, because now those Bezos bucks are doing numbers for them. God damn.
Yeah. Well, the show's probably a better Amazon show than Rings of Power. That's for sure.
It's the best Amazon show there is.
Yeah,
by far.
That has to be like the biggest bait from Moyer, like him saying like Rings of Power was passable. I knew that was bait the minute he said that.
No,
Oh, is that
definitely
bait? You think?
Yeah, that was
Oh, really?
bait.
Yeah, I think I am looking for a little bit of a fight there. I'm trying to draw out the people.
gave it-
no,
that
it's
was too
stupid.
obvious. That was too
That
obvious.
was too
Moyer.
obvious. All right, I'll
Yeah,
take that one
yeah.
back to the workshop. I'll take that back to the elves workshop for Christmas. That one. All right. Thank you for pointing out where I need to refine my craft a little bit. So, all right. Well, I mean, the girl who is the head of that show, or the star of that show, the elf chick, she is hot. And Tyson mentioned her earlier, and I'm going to tie all these together. So this is just kind of a attractive woman segment that we're going to go over here, because there's another woman I'd like to put in there. And it's less because of her looks, but the new Italian prime minister. What are we thinking about that?
Oh, yeah.
Did you guys saw the
Oh,
TikTok where she's holding the melons in front of her
Yep.
boobs, and it's like, oh, yeah.
I
so-
kneel.
yeah.
I kneel for my queen.
So I don't know if she's the one that's related to Mussolini. I think there's someone within their parliament or something who is related to Mussolini.
Yeah,
who's-
her right hand. I think it's her right hand.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait a second. So we had a quick technical difficulty where I dropped out because he is on UK internet, which is inferior to Americans, and
Yeah.
he can barely afford to keep the lights on. So it's
I have to
embarrassing.
disagree with that in every way.
How am I not the one having Wi-Fi issues when I'm
No,
in
it
New
wasn't
Zealand?
Wi-Fi. It was my my preamp for my mic.
So within that time period, I was able to go on the Ana de Armas subreddit. Unfortunately, Redditors are good for something sometimes, and all the nudes from Blonde are on there, and she looks
Ah.
great. So
Wait,
we
did you
gotta
say Ana
finish
de
it.
Armas?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Dude, she looks fucking hot.
Dude, it's great. It's awesome.
Link?
Best thing to happen
Yeah.
in television.
So we need to finish up this podcast because I have some work to do.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, hold
Hold on
one
a hot
second.
second, son.
So I believe before we were getting into all of that, we were talking about the new Italian prime minister. I'll just gloss over that. You know, she's great. I'm excited about it. I'm half Italian, so you're all Metagons, and we're showing the world how it's done, really. So good job for that. But moving on from that, I don't know, Tyson, you seemed pretty apt to bring up Sofia Vergara from Modern Family. Are you still thinking about that? Or are we
Oh no,
done
I've
with
already
that?
said my piece. I just saw Modern Family recently, and she's so fucking hot. Dude.
She is incredibly hot. There's one quick episode where the blonde mom in that is half naked, and she looks great. So just some good-looking older women on the Modern Family show. So before we tie this all in, and I go and do my homework on these Ana de Armas nudes, Tyson, did you have something to share with us on the back end?
I do. I want to get you guys' opinions on some schizo shit that I came across.
Careful.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, Ari's fired up now.
Yeah,
all right,
cracks
so,
knuckles.
All right, all engines are running at full
So
power.
there's been something interesting happening recently, and people
You
have been
losing
talking
weight?
about it. Yeah, I've lost actually 5 kilograms. So
Yo.
Let's go.
By
But-
running
but-
and doing cardio.
no, by okay.
Lifting heavy weights and grunting and Planet Fitness.
No, unironically, it was kind of cardio because I was doing Muay Thai, which is like body weight exercise. But
Yep.
But,
I know. Keep going.
but have you guys seen this like EG aquariums phenomenon?
No.
This.
Red pill me.
Go ahead,
So-
Tyson. Yeah.
So apparently, people have been looking at like the business register for like multiple different states, and they noticed a fucking interesting pattern, right? They noticed that in like nearly every single state, there's at least a couple dozen businesses that have like the same name, or same like naming setup. So it would always be like 2 initial letters followed by a word, and then it's like says limited, right? So it would be like EG Aquariums Limited or XY Piping Limited or anything, and all these would be, I think they were discovered to be like shell businesses. So I'm asking you guys, what do you guys think these companies are? Because they all seem to follow a trend.
They sell cheese pizza. They're pizza restaurants.
Yeah, it sounds like a human trafficking
Comet
ring.
pizza, perhaps.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because I did see what you were talking about, and someone's like, "Oh, you could edit anything on Google." And I don't want to get massively schizophrenic about it or anything, but there were some pictures of these houses with black Suburbans in front of them. You know, like government
That's the crazy thing. They on the registry they would list an address for the business, and almost always it would be a fucking house for these addresses. Like EG Aquariums was just like a random house.
Yeah. But I don't know how they get registered on Google in the first place, or if someone else registers. They must.
You can register them yourself.
Some...
You can register it yourself. Like, you can register anything.
It's not on Google. It's on the business registry, which every business has to sign up for. They have to list like a physical address, I think, and they list like this address, and if you put in Google, it just comes up as someone's house.
So they're either shell LLCs to launder money, something to do with trafficking human beings, or drug-related stuff, which really bothers me because everyone talks about, oh, they use it to do this for drugs and that for drugs. I'm like, okay, well, why isn't it easy to get drugs? It's kind of fucking hard to get drugs.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying.
Can you make it easier for me? You know?
And you go up at me for being a drug fucking... shut up, mate.
I'm just saying. I'm not the one who's on them actively every time we talk, but go ahead.
It's not true.
They're industrial stargates for the Galactic Federation.
Oh no!
It's the real shit.
You and I both know those stargates are in Iraq and Bush found them. You and I both. That's elementary stuff. That's elementary stuff.
There are stargates in more places than just that, though.
Yeah, but you realize Obama blew one up in Libya accidentally when he bombed the shit out of it.
Accidentally, he says. That bomb went into space.
I would be so fucking happy that was real.
There's a Stargate in Goatsee's anal gape.
yeah. There's a Stargate. There's 3 Stargates in Lemon Party.
I don't know what Lemon Party is. I think there's a website, lemonparty.org, that tells you all about that. So,
I think. There's also Meat Spin. I believe that's like about the centripetal force in the universe.
Well,
that's why galaxies are in spirals.
Meat Spin sounds like you know what's coming. It's not as easy to fool. I guess Lemon Party kind of is too. All right, Tyson, you know what? Let's give you a quick one on air before we wrap up. What's the name of one of them? Aquarium HK? Aquarium
EG
HK?
Aquariums.
EG Aquariums. That's it?
It's just a Finding Nemo marketing ploy.
I'm not seeing anything. I thought it was HK Aquarium.
You have to go to a specific site to see the threads for it.
He's just baiting you into getting arrested right now.
Yeah, I think I'm accidentally searching for something inappropriate. But all right, I'll have to do some. I think I'll have to do some further homework on this, Tyson. So thank you for bringing it to my attention, and we'll have to see.
If you hear a knock on your door as you're researching it, do not open the door.
Mm-hmm. It's a man in black.
No, what you should do is you should grab a gun and then go out of your house and then shoot whoever's at the door while you're outside the range of self-defense. That'll ensure that you are.
I'm gonna self-defense Ari one day when I see him.
So yeah, just advocating for the murder of individuals knocking on your door. That's polite schizophrenic behavior.
Yeah.
I was implying that okay.
So
I just want to clarify. I was implying that there were aliens at the door. Yeah, aliens.
Oh,
please
okay.
knock on Cinder's door.
Oh my gosh.
You know, we joke about this, but you know, who was that?
Come on, dude.
Wasn't me. I have a fucking Apple phone. They don't make those sounds, you dick.
We all have Apple phones here.
It just really bothers me.
Well, now I am. I was 13 years Android. Now I moved over to.
Yep.
Anyway, no, we're getting off topic. So what I was saying.
This is on topic. Okay.
Fuck. What was I?
You were talking about aliens at the door. You're really floundering, and I'm enjoying watching it.
Yeah, so basically, you know, we all joke around about each other, but one of these days, every man of every background is going to unite against the true enemy. And by that, I mean, of course, the aliens.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think by the time we know about aliens, they'll be wiping us out. They could wipe us out this second.
Yeah,
you guys saw that stupid fucking video of NASA blowing up that meteor? How stupid was that shit? That was nothing bothers me more than a group of people going, blowing up some. They didn't even fucking do it. It was literally zooming in on a picture in paint, and after it supposedly hit it, they're just like, did we hit it? Well, you should fucking know if you hit it or not. It's your job to be doing that, so why are you asking? You should know. That's why it's not real. I'm not fooled by any of that stuff. That is complete bullshit.
There it is. That's the other one.
That is complete
I would say
bullshit.
Boring as fuck to cry. Like,
it was boring, and of course Tyson's being quiet because he loves that stupid shit. It's like not even real. So
no, I just don't see why they would lie about that. Like, it's not even a big enough thing to lie about.
It's real, but it's just not exciting. It's not cool. It's like, cool, dude. Like,
nah, it's not real, and they lied about it for funding.
Did you know there's a treaty agreed upon around the world that nuclear bombs are not allowed to be detonated in space?
Yes, because they create EMPs.
It does create EMPs, but there are ulterior motives here. It's that nuclear bombs actually do more than just act as EMPs. They're actually at the peak of their reaction, they channel 0-point energy, and that affects space-time.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
It's literally, you're harnessing the power of a star. Of course, it's gonna affect space-time.
Do you know how fucking fission or fusion works, you idiot?
I know how fission works.
Like you do, Tyson.
So how does that affect space-time, you fucking idiot? It doesn't do anything.
Do you know how much energy is released there? When you're split, I'm not going to talk.
At an atomic level.
Do you think that's enough to like bend space-time itself?
Yeah,
Tyson, bending space-time is not that hard. The Earth.
Yeah,
all
you need is just element 115, right?
No, gravity. Any form of gravity.
I know everything
manipulates
with mass
the fabric of space-time.
I know. But you're saying what? It creates like a fucking tear in space. Is that what you're saying? I
didn't say a tear in space. It ripples through space-time.
I think at an atomic level, I is right. Tyson, I think you're being a little hard on him. So
all I'm going to say is you guys don't know jack shit about physics. So
yes, I do. I studied physics at GCSE and A level.
Dude, I will mock you guys on fucking physics right now, but I'm not going to go
Guy sees Interstellar. Guy sees Interstellar once and thinks he knows all this shit. You don't know anything, fucking loser.
Okay, dude, I've been reading like encyclopedias about space since I was like.
Okay,
you did not just say that.
I don't think
next he's gonna say he's a very gifted child.
Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Why would you say that?
Why did you say that word?
One of the first things I asked my parents for was. One of the first things I asked my parents for was like a big like book about astronomy and space. I've been a fan of space for like fucking ages.
My first astronomy book with a little like smiling moon on it and a little kid jumping on the moon. Yeah, all right, Tyson. Cool. Did you read anything after that or no? That was it. Good job, dude.
Yeah,
good job.
Right, suicide note.
Tyson, I'll break it down. Okay, every atom in like just
speak slowly for him.
Every element in the periodic table, every atom. Yeah, every element. There are two types of gravity, right? And it used to be referred to.
Oh, really? Which two types? Tell me.
It used to be referred to as fundamental force, and then gravity as the mainstream would know it. But now we just have gravity A, and then we have gravity, and then we have gravity waves. Gravitational waves are the more like obscure, more like kind of thought-provoking, topic. Anyway, so every element at its core has a fundamental force. That is what maintains an atom in the element. That's what keeps it all kind of clumped up together, right?
That's right.
It's the other type of. There's a reason why atoms are not affected by like a lot bigger chunks of mass like the Earth itself, right? Atoms still stay together.
Kind stranger.
Things not. See, this is the kind of shit you get from a guy.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got.
Okay, anyway,
funny.
So
that's
when
I
you're
already know what
splitting,
you're talking about. You're talking about the fucking strong nuclear force.
Yes,
it's not
yes, I know. So when a nuclear fission reaction happens, right, and these atoms are being split apart, they're being split apart at their core. the fundamental force, the gravity waves that are holding the atom together are also released. And given that it's a chain reaction and it's happening on like a massive scale, on like a star level, you are inherently like when that fundamental force is like coming out in a chain reaction, you are sending out ripples in space-time. I was going to tie this into some schizo shit, that this then affects, like, aliens and shit.
I'll tell you what, go do some reading on the fucking Higgs field or, like...
Read the literature, man.
Right?
You're just using big words for the sake of using big words.
You don't understand anything about the Higgs field or the Higgs boson, so it's fine.
What an appeal to authority. He just did the classic, like, straw man, blah, blah, blah. He just did the whole thing. He said,
you guys really want me to explain the Higgs field?
No,
I
don't want to listen to this. I'm leaving.
No, of course you wouldn't. You're just smoking weed in your Azuma. Tyson, I want to hear it.
I want to hear.
I actually don't know if I want to. We've given you guys enough to hash it out. We'll have a nice space episode. Tyson, I'm sure you're very smart and you've read more than an 8-year-old
I don't want to. I'm not
dismissing
Tyson's. I'm not dismissing Tyson's intelligence. I know he's smart.
I am, but yeah, no, that's fine.
I think Adam's the one that's being a bit of a numpty here. I
don't understand how discussing the minutia of random space physics makes for interesting conversation at the moment. But whatever.
You have to have like an elevated source of consciousness.
To
be fair, it takes a very high IQ to understand Pink Boy's physics.
Adam would rather talk about Travis Barker at a fucking concert or something. That's his conversation.
Travis Skill, not Travis Barker.
Whatever. Travis Barker's kind of cool. Travis Barker's cool.
I'd rather talk about intense political things because that's what I study at university. But whatever.
Yeah. Well, you certainly bring that. You definitely bring that energy. For sure.
I ordered a sourdough pizza today from an authentic Italian chain.
I'm very hungry right now, so we'll have to wrap this up. Tyson, I'm sure you're very smart. Adam, I'm sure you're not. I really appreciate that. I was just gonna say, I thought the interesting part of that treaty was because if something gets hit in space, like a little, not a needle, but maybe a little piece of shrapnel, when it hits a satellite, it fucks it up really badly, and that's why it creates this chain reaction, and that's why there can't be any combat in space, because it's really mutually assured destruction that you can't predict.
So that I've got something cool about that. You'll like this, Moyer. So during
make it quick.
Yeah, I will make it quick. Don't worry. So during the Cold War, I believe, I wasn't sure if it's Americans or the Russians. They're experimenting with using nukes, like just straight up nuclear bombs, as a form of propulsion for like shrapnel. So they'd have like a nuke, and then like they put like a layer of tungsten above it, and then they just blow up the nuke underneath it, and they'd release like a shotgun blast of tungsten from the Earth's surface. And they're running calculations on this, and the velocity of the shrapnel was so fast that it exceeded like the gravitational potential of the solar system. So like the shrapnel.
How did you let Ari drag you back into this conversation, Moyer?
No, so basically, this shrapnel could this shrapnel could overcome the gravity of the sun, and it would go interstellar. So like, I was like reading about like some ideas of like the applications of this, right? So I thought this was fucking like this is sick. So like, imagine like if there was like an alien invasion, we could use nukes and like a bunch of tungsten, like to use the Earth as like a massive shotgun.
Oh,
so, like,
all right.
Imagine blowing this shit off, and like the Earth just like releases a bunch of like
get off my lawn.
like some straight up like get off my lawn shit.
All right, that's good. I appreciate that. All right, the fucking resident loser, druggy Australian worthless piece of shit can't hold his attention for even 30 more seconds. So we're gonna have to head out of here.
No. We're gonna have to skedaddle.
In defense of me. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother. Whatever, fuck this.
Yeah, look, you can't think of anything in your drug-addled mind.
At this point, talking about politics is so fucking boring. I'd rather talk about this shit.
No, I like talking about politics, but Adam he said, I want to talk about politics, and then just sits there and doesn't say anything. Why don't you just talk about how cool Joe Biden is, like me? But
he's just a zoomer, don't worry about it. He'll grow up.
Yeah, you're right. You got to be a maker like us, not a taker. All right, well, you have to be the intellectual discussion you wish to see. You know, you have three hyper high intellectuals here. Me being
the chef, not the customer.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. So these are the hard lessons you learn 1 year in. These are the hard lessons you learn 1 year in. So I'm not gonna be I'll say my piece first. One person I forgot in the beginning, Dempa. You're a good listener and a good man. So thanks for being here with us. And you guys can carry it out. Tyson, Adam, then I.
Thank you, Kings, for sticking with us, and I hope you enjoy the next year of content that we have planned for you.
I like space, but like
Cope.
I don't know. Using the Earth as a shotgun is a bit beyond my intellectual capabilities, I will admit.
Right.
And let's go, Brandon.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for supporting us and sticking with us through this quite strange journey. Yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I hope you guys stick with us for the foreseeable future. We have good things coming, and yeah, I'm having a good time. And basically,
Okay.
Okay.
Is that it, or?
I thought I was gonna start screaming. I thought he was gonna go, and basically, I thought he was gonna do that. I don't know. I felt it. I felt it coming.
Did you scream, Moyer?
I did.
Oh, I thought that was Ari. I'm like,
I thought that was Ari.
Sounds different.
no.
No, that was me.
What the fuck?
All right. Cut the feed. Cut the fucking.
Okay.
Got it.